There's an old Dodge truck right in the middle of them trees somewhere. Let's see if we can't get it running. Well, we're back on the Mustang farm once again. Right there where my old hoopty four-wheel drive's sitting, that's where Dumas was. Just on the other side of that red barn, that's where Mustang was. Right now though, we're more concerned with the old Dodge truck sitting in these trees. Yes, there is a truck in there, I promise. Here's what we're going to do. Normally, you know, we do a walk around and whatnot. Well, it's covered up in trees pretty bad. Let's just dive right in, pop the hood, see if the motor's stuck. If it ain't great, we'll proceed to cut trees down and all that. If it is stuck, let's see if we can't get it unstuck, and then we'll proceed. If we can't get it unstuck, well, it ain't no need in even fooling with it. So anyway, let's make our way through these weeds and trees, pop the hood on it. I really don't know if I can get to it or not, much less get my camera set up so we can open that hood, but I'm gonna try my best to get over there. Probably gonna get covered up in ticks. I'm sure it will. Maybe not though. All right, we see the front end of it anyway. There's a spot right there. Let me get this camera set up real quick. I think my camera's gonna work fairly decent here, but I just wanted to give y'all a visual of what I'm working with right now. It's in the trees, I'm telling you. You got trees all the way back there. There's a clump there by the door. There's some here by the front wheel. One here in the front, one over yonder. There's some over on the other side. This is going to be difficult until I get the trees cut down, but I don't want to fool with that until we see if that motor's unstuck. Let's get the hood open. Let me make my way back over there. I feel like I'm in the jungle. Yes, sir, the Mustang jungle. These trees and weeds is working on my allergies. I can see that right now. All right, will it open? I think I gotta go get some utensils to get this hood open. I'll be back in about 10 minutes walking through this jungle. All right, I'm back 15 minutes later. Let's see if we can't get this hood open up for us. If we can't get the hood open, well, you don't need to fool with it. It'll almost open, but not quite. Oh, I got a wasper flying. I believe I got a nest right here somewhere. Y'all see me take off running, you better run too, because the waspers, they are coming. Look at there, it opened. All right, let me see, this tree may have it. It may not open all the way, I don't know. Yeah, tell you what, let me cut this bunch of trees down right here real quick. See all these little dead trees right here? That's from Dumas last year. They're right in my way, I'm having to tromp over them. But anyway, I'm gonna cut, well, let's clear us a path. I'm tired of walking over this crap. I'm gonna cut that one big tree down anyway and knock some of these weeds down. Let me do that real quick. Yes, sir, I just got popped by a wasp. I think his stinger's still in me too. Yes, sir, that hurt. Ooh, that there's stuck. Well, I didn't know that when I started my channel that I was going to have to be a lumberjack, but apparently so. Yes, sir. Anyway, you can see a glimpse of the front end of it now. Let's walk on over here and at least look at the front end of it. I ain't got a clue about it like everything else. I don't even know what year it is. Don't know how long it's been sitting here, but it's been sitting here a while because see the size of that tree there. Somebody done cut them off once and I cut them off again. Same thing on that one right there. You can see the stump and then they growed out of the stump. Anyway, let's pop this hood and fingers crossed that this motor ain't stuck. All right, let's see if we can't get this hood open. But whilst I was cutting this tree here, well, there's one going in right there now. One of them popped me on the back of my arm. I think a stinger may still be in there. Anyway, I'm gonna open this hood slowly. If you see me taking off running, y'all run too, because they're coming after. Get on now. They're coming after us. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I think I got some carb cleaner in the truck. All right, little buddies, I got something for you now. I'm a little bit scared, I ain't gonna lie. I don't like getting stung at all. Where are they at? I don't see them. I don't see them. Well, where are the suckers at? It's going in right here. Well, I ain't got a clue where they're at unless they're up in here. I'll tell you what we'll do. This right here will send them flying or kill them one. Well, I don't know. I don't see none. Anyway, let's look at this motor real quick. Let me get y'all over in here. Well, it is a V8. Got a little 2-bubble carburetor. Vehicle emission control information. This says it's a 1971. So this is an LA motor, not a poly motor. I was wondering about that. You know, like I said, I don't even know what year the truck is. Apparently it's about a 71. I think 67 maybe is when they went to the LA motor and got away from the poly. Anyway, it appears that all of it is here. I tell you what we'll do. I'm gonna put y'all back on the camera stand. Let's just see if it's stuck. All right, let's grab this fan. See if this motor's gonna turn over or not. No, sir, not right now. It ain't. Imagine that. Imagine it being stuck. Let's see. Give it another try. Oh yeah, she's really good stuck. Let me get a socket. That's a great big old bolt. Let me get a socket, put on that crank, see if we can break it loose. This is the biggest socket I got. Let's see if it fits. Of course it fits. All right. Let's see if this little fella will break free or not. Ooh. No, sir. No, sirree. Let me get on the other side. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. No, sir. Tis not going to break loose. Let me get my longer bar. We'll try it real quick. All right, I got my bigger bar here. Let's see what happens. I tighten the bolt. That's about it. Yes, sir. I ain't got a whole lot of room to work with here. Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let's pull the plugs out. I'll get my camera. We'll look down in the holes and just see what we see. Ugh, come off of there. Well, that wasn't tight at all. Figured they'd be stuck. Well, there's no rust. Don't really look like there's any oil. Burning a little rich. That ain't bad though. About the same. Yeah, all them plugs look about the same. All right, let me get my camera. All right, let's get the camera down in there and see what we see. Well, from what I could see, it looks pretty good. Maybe a tiny bit of surface rust, but not really. Now look at the very top, see if there's any kind of ridge. Can't really tell. That looks about the same. Yes, sir, it sure does. Let me pull these other plugs out on this side just to make sure there ain't nothing bad over there. And if it ain't, well, I'll get the acetone and transmission fluid mixed up and pour it in here, and well, I guess we'll just wait. Looks about like the others. Mr. Vine. Let's get out of my way, Mr. Vine. Sorry, buddy. Tool stowage. I just realized it's got the original jack. Pretty doggone cool. That one there's a little rusty, fellers. That's the back one over here. I'm assuming that's 7. That may be our problem cylinder right there. Valve, you know, was open. Moisture in there gets down through the intake or up the exhaust and rust everything. Let me get the camera in there and look at it. Well, it don't look no worse than the others. Let me look at the rest of them. See what we see. Got a spider web in it. Let me get my acetone and transmission fluid mixed up. I'll fill these cylinders up. Fingers crossed, she'll break free eventually. All right, let's get these cylinders filled up with the old acetones and transmission fluids. Hopefully, it'll break loose. Well, I got her full of acetone and transmission fluid. I put the plugs back in it just to keep that acetone from evaporatizing. I'm gonna gather my tools up, shut the hood. We're gonna walk away, come back a few days later. Hopefully, it'll be unstuck. Well, it is the next day. Actually, it's 2 days later. Yesterday was Sunday. Sunday's day of rest, so I rested. I think what we're gonna do is pull the plugs back out and see if any of the fluid level went down. If it did not, that's not a good sign. That means it's completely corroded all the way around the piston and it ain't gonna go on past, meaning it's still stuck. So let's just see what we got right here. Well, I can't tell nothing. I'll have to go get my camera. Let me pull these out over here. The sun's shining this way, so maybe I can tell something a little better over here. All right. Well, still can't tell. Let me go get my camera. We'll look down in there. Well, I locked my toolbox because the lid wants to fly up. And I don't want it flying up, going down the road and, you know, everything fly out of it. Well, I left the key at the house. Yes, sir. So I can't do anything till I go back to the house and get my keys. So I'll be back. Well, I went back and got my key. As you can see, I got in the toolbox. There's my camera right there. But went to turn it on, it wouldn't turn on. No, sir. battery was dead. I had probably turned on whilst it was in the toolbox and run down. Well, luckily I have my little jump pack here. I got it plugged into that. It's on now. I just looked in these 4 cylinders. They're not completely full, but there's still quite a bit of liquid in them. That ain't a good sign. No, you won't see that liquid going through. I'm sure it's the same way over here. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's just get the breaker bar and put that socket on there. Let's just see what happens. If nothing happens, well, I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. All right, let's get this here breaker bar on it and see what happens. Come on. Right there. All right. Oh, look at here, fellas. Oh, she just broke loose. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Oh, look at the transmission fluid coming out of it. This is awesome. Yes, sirree. Let me turn it on around a few times. Make sure we ain't got no valve sticking down. It's going to hit. Oh, yeah. We might have us a runner here. Ooh, that acetone. It's taking my breath. Goodness. Well, we stopped. Most likely it's going to be a valve. Let me back it up. Go at it again. Just to make sure. Yeah, it's going that way. Yeah, it stopped. Tell you what, let's pull the valve covers off. We'll bang on them valves a little bit. I need to see about getting me a little handheld vacuum cleaner. Milwaukee probably makes one. I need to look that up just to see how much it is. It'll make this a lot handier, I know that. There's some poopy poop right there. That's big old poop. Let's get these valving covers off. Try not to tear that gasket. Oh yeah, they come loose. That's good. Ta-da! All right, let me roll this back. Get it away from the valve that it's hitting. And we'll peck on it with a hammer just a little bit. All them feel good. Ooh, that one right there. That one maybe. No, it's good. That one there stuck. All right, we got two. What is this? Cylinder one. This is the exhaust, and then which one was it? Exhaust on cylinder 5. All right, well, let me peck on these a little bit and see if we can get them to break free. Well, apparently, I just forgot about half of what I need. I didn't bring any kind of lubricant. So, one thing I got is brake cleaner. So, let's just see what that does to it. Oh, it's a big old stump right there. No, sir. It don't want to come back up. There, that one went. Let's see. Oh, yeah. All we got to do is get this one now. Come on up, buddy. Well, that there's wanting to be stubborn. Well, it ain't freed up yet, but I have figured out the combination to get it to move up and down. You drive it all the way down with a Hummer, then you turn the motor over, the piston will push it back up just a little bit. Just enough to get this pry bar in between the spring. Pry it back up. Well, then you roll the motor back, knock it down with a Hummer, and just keep doing that. Hopefully it's gonna come free eventually. Let me keep working with it. Well, right after I turned the camera off, she freed up. Watch this right here. Oh yeah. All valves are unstuck now. Let me put y'all back on the stand and we'll rotate it over several times to make sure ain't nothing else happening. And then I forgot the battery too, so I gotta go back to the house again. Yes, sir. I might just steal it out of the four-wheel drive. I don't know. We'll see. But first thing I'm gonna do, I believe, after we rotate it over, pull that cap. Let's just look at the points, see how bad they are. Where 'tis my ratchet? Where 'tis my socket? Ooh, she done hit another hard spot. What in the devil? Interesting. Ooh. Yep, she ain't moving. Let me pick on the valves again. Well, may have had a rust spot on the cylinder. I don't know. Oh yeah, she went in. I reckon it was just a rust spot. Ooh, there's another one. There it went. There's another one. Well, I believe she's freed up pretty good now. Yes, sir. Let's get that distributor cap off. Look at them points. I think we'll put the valve covers back on firstly, just to keep trash out of the motor, because it actually looks pretty clean. I did get a little trash right there though. Let me get that out. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Alright, now let's pull the distributor cap off real quick. Get these wires out of the way. These wires actually look pretty good. I did pull some of the ends off, 3 of them I think. Well, we can put them back on if we have to. Trying to do this as cheaply as possible, of course. Alright, what do we have? Well, what if you just got out of my way for a minute? There you go. Thanks a lot. Well, I can't see the points just yet. There they are. Pull the cap out of the way. Yeah, they're pretty bad. And they're actually kind of stuck. Oh, the spring is broke. Okay, we'll have to have new points then. For now, well, I gotta have new points, so I think we'll go to the store, get points, and might get some sparking plugs. And of course I'll get my battery. And right now we'll just see if the thing will fire off. I'll put some gasolines down the carburetor and see what happens. I'll be back. Well, I decided let's just check the coil before I go to the stove and see what we got right there. .6 on the primary. Secondary is 8.9. Coil's good. So all we need right now is a set of pointages. Look at the rotor. What does it look like? It looks, well, I might get a rotor if they got one. Battery, plug wires. I'll tell you what, let me check the plug wires real quick with the metry. Then I'll be back from the store. Well, I'm back with my partages. There they are in the bag right there. And I tell you what, between forgetting my key from my toolbox, and then I had to go to the next town over to get them parts because nobody around here had them. Then I had to go back home and get my battery because I forgot it. I'll bet I burned a half tank of gas in the old four-wheel drive hoopty. Yes, sir. It gets about 2.9 miles to the gallon. Yeah, that ain't good. Anyway, I got, what all did I get? I got a cap, a rotor, got points, I got plugs. They didn't have any wires. They had a condenser, but they wanted $19 for it, and that's ridiculous. So hopefully that one's good. If not, I'll have to go back and get that, but that in there might be good. These wires, we'll just have to use them. They look pretty good. Like I said, I may or may not have pulled the ends off of 3 of them, so we'll have to fix that. But I think they'll be all right. But before I put any of them on, let me get my battery, get it in here, and let's just see if that starter's gonna work. If not, well, we gotta pull it out and work on it. Oh yeah. Using the old crescent wrench hammer. All right, let me get my little gun hooked up, and we'll see if she'll turn over. Well, I don't know Dodge, so I'm not real sure what's what. But let's try this one right here. Here we go. That ain't it. Oh, I think I got it now. Let us see. All right, is that it? Oh yeah, that's the right one. Oh yeah, look at there. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna stand back because it's gonna spray transmission fluid and acetone everywhere. Here we go. All right, we know the starter works. It ain't super fast, but maybe it'll be good enough. I don't know. Let's see what kind of compressions we got on each one of them. That's good. Well, it ain't great, but maybe it's got enough compression to start. Let's put the points on, get them set, cap, rotor, and all that. Plugs, plug wires. Let's just give her the old try. All right, let's get these points swapped out firstly. Are you kidding me? I just dropped that screw down in there. I swear. It ain't one thing, it's something else all the dead blame time. Let me see if I can find a magnet. Aha! Got it. What do I need? Nut driver. Alright. There's a spring that broke it. Where'd my new ones go? There they are. These want to go here. These want to go here. These want to go here. I think I'll go get my screw holding screwdriver if I can find it. For those who don't know what a screw holding screwdriver is, that's right there. Watch the end of that. See it move? Well, you put your screw in there just like that. Push that, and it holds it. See? It won't fall out. Hopefully, anyway. Well, it's too long. It's hitting the firewall. Never mind about that. Let me go get a shorter screwdriver. We'll try this little sawed off screwdriver right here. It's magnetical too, so maybe I won't drop it. Ta-da! Now, I can't see. I gotta get up in here, I reckon. I don't want to because I'm too fat. Ooh. I'm gonna tighten it right there and then turn it over. See what kind of gap we got. Let me go get my feeler gauges. It's a little loose for a 16. I think it'll be all right. We'll try it right there. I wonder, does the vacuum advance work or is it stuck? Where'd my screwdriver go? Oh yeah, it moves. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna get my feeler gauge mess cleaned up and then we'll keep on replacing parts. All right, I got a rotor and a cap. If I can find them, I'll put them on real quick. Just like that right there. Then we'll put the cap on. All right, I'm gonna put a wire on the coil, and I just want to see if we're getting any sparkages at all. Let me get a new sparking plug right here. Let me check the gap. Yep, it's gapped. All right, we'll put it right here. I didn't even check to see if we got a key. Let me go see if we got a key. I hope we do. And I hope all I gotta do is turn it on and we'll have spark. Let me check. We have keys and it works. Do we have any sparkages? No, sir. None at all. I don't know if that's condenser wires. Coil checked good. I'll tell you what. Let me get my meter and just see if I'm getting voltage out here to the coil. Do we have any voltages? We have 4.4 voltages. Oh, our ballast resistor smoking. I guess it's wet. That's good. I smell transmission fluid burning too. That's even better. Whilst cranking, we're getting 7 or 8 volts. That's probably enough. Got 11 now. I guess the points are open. I don't know why we ain't getting no far though. Unless, where did my wire go? Let me check continuity on it. I may have to go get a condenser. Wire is showing good. Well, 1,000 ohms, but these are resistor wires, so yeah. I don't think it's the wire issue. Got a brand new plug. About the only thing left is condenser. Maybe I didn't have a good enough ground. Let me see. Everything under here is rusty. Put it right here, see what happens. Well, there went a brand new plug in the dirt, so that's good. Oh yeah, oh man, oh it hurts my belly. All right, let me ground it right here. See what that does. Oh yeah, we're getting spark. We're getting a lot of spark. Awesome. Well, let me get my wire situation took care of, get the plugs in. I'll be back. We're gonna dump some gasolines down in the carburetor. We're gonna see what she does. I'll tell you what we'll do before I do wires and plugs. Let's just make sure that this thing is pointing to number 1 when it's supposed to be. This should be the exhaust, top of the exhaust, intake. All right, let me get my big old socket. We'll turn it over by hand the rest of the way. All right, that's it. Yes, sir, I believe we are timed right. It may be a little retarded, but we are pointing at the right post. I do believe. All right, well, let me make my wires up and get the plugs in, and we'll give her the old try. I am opening out all of the plug wires. They're all checking good, but they are cracked. So it's very possible that some of the sparky sparks may leak out. We'll just have to wait and see. If it starts up and runs, well, then I'll order a set of plugs tonight and go get them tomorrow. I'm just double checking the firing order. 6572. Because, you know, that big mistake I made with Dumas made me a little gun shy about the firing order. It's good. Got the plugs in. Fixed to hit the starter. I want to see what it sounds like with the plugs in. If it will turn over, great. We'll put some gasolines in it, see what it does. Here we go. Well, it's turning over, so that's great. Probably ain't got a lot of compression, but let me get my gasolines. I'll be right back. All right, I got me a bottle of gasolines. I want to take this fuel line loose from the carburetor. I doubt there's anything in the tank, but you never know. And, well, I just don't want it crudded up, this carburetor. We'll probably take the carburetor off anyway, clean it, but for now, I'm just going to take it loose. And then I'm going to fill this carburetor up some kind of way. I don't see a vent. I don't know what this is here, but there's a line right here too. I don't know if this is like a return system. I ain't got a clue, fellas. That might be the vent hole right there. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, I think it is. All right, let me fill her up. A little bit to grow on. I see gasolines coming out everywhere. Throttle shaft. Let me go turn the key on. We'll give her the old try. Key is on. I just realized this thing's sitting on the ground. There's lots of leaves up under it. I really hope this thing don't backfire up the tailpipe and kitchen leaves on fire. That could be bad. We might burn this truck down. Fingers crossed that that don't happen. Anyway, here we go. Fire in the hole. Fellers, she sounds like she's trying to fire. Give her a little bit more. Oh, she gonna run, I do believe. I don't think the accelerator pump works. Let me give her another shot of gasolines. Fire in the hole again. Ooh. Probably gonna need a new starter. Come on. She's trying for sure. Let me put a little more down in here. Yes, sir, she's going to run. Going to run. I just noticed this exhaust coming from here, it wraps around the front. Goes back that way, and this one goes down into it, tees into it. That's odd right there. Anyway, oh, I'm pull my wire loose. Hang on. Give her a little more gasolines. I wonder if the plugs done got wet. You know, we had all that transmission fluid in it. I might pull them out here in a minute and see. Let's do that. Yeah, it's a little bit soaked. Let me take them out, clean them all off. All right, fellas, I took all the plugs out, cleaned them with carb cleaner, put it back in. They were wet from look like transmission fluid and maybe some gasolines too. But anyway, let me give her a shot. We'll give her a try again, I reckon. It's trying. Well, and plugs have probably got wet again because it has quit firing. Let me pull a couple of them out. Well, that there don't look wet. Neither does that one. Maybe that ain't the issue. Maybe we just ain't getting no fuel and the compressions is low. I'll give her a little bit of carb cleaner, see what it does. Fire in the hole. Oh yeah, fellas, I call that running. That's awesome right there, fellas. She's going to be a runner. Yes, sir. Let's see if she'll do that again. ran. We can say it ran. We don't ever do nothing else again. Let me pull a couple of these plugs out and just look at them. It's wet for sure. And there's wet too. Yes, sir. That's probably what's going on now. Let me pull all these plugs out. We'll try it one more time. The plugs, they were pretty wet. A little bit of Earl on them. I cleaned them off, carb cleaner again, putting them back in. We'll give it one more try. It's getting dark. It's gonna be about time to go home. But we'll give her one more try, see what she does. All right, plugs and wires are back on. Let's give her one more try, fellas, before we go home. Hopefully she'll fire off. Alrighty, fire in the hole. Maybe not, maybe not. What's fell off? It's right here. Alright, fire in the hole again. Well, she wanting to run. Come on. Yes, sir. She's a runner. All right, here is the deal. I don't know if I told you or not, this is not my truck. I'm just getting it running for somebody. Well, the guy that owns it, owns the farm. It's his granddaughter, I do believe. She's going to drive it. She's 15, 16 years old. She's going to drive it to school. So they want it roadworthy. So we're going to pull this carburetor off. I'm going to take it home, go through it, put a kit in it, make sure it's good. I'm gonna order some plug wires tonight. I'll have to order a carb kit for that. Gonna need tires. Try to find a used set for now. I'm really concerned about all the leaves and stuff because I mean they're right on the exhaust. I don't want to run it very long because of that. So what we might do is we got to cut these stumps down at the ground, and once we get tires on it, get it running good, hopefully the transmission works. And I would like to pull it out of here, out here in the open where I can get to it, work on the brakes and whatnot. Because we still ain't even done a walk around on it. Ain't looked on the inside, nothing. So that's the plan for now. Let's just get it out of this spot where I can work on it. Anyway, let me pull this off and then I'm gonna go to the house. All right, let's take this to the house. Well, it's the next day and well, it's threatening rain. It's dark all the way around us. Yes, sir. Probably ain't gonna get a whole lot done today. Maybe we'll get a little bit done though. Let me just go ahead and say this. I know I have went about this video a little bit backwards. Normally, you know, we do a walk around, look at it, try to figure out what year it is, how long it's been sitting here. But, you know, instead of doing that, I dove right in to the motor, started working on it. Well, I figured it was probably going to be stuck. And I didn't want to waste a bunch of time cutting all these trees down if, you know, it wasn't going to come unstuck. Well, we know now that it's unstuck and it actually wants to run. So I'm going to take a time, cut all these trees down. Maybe there's a tag on the back. I haven't looked. Maybe there's a tag on the back. We can tell when it was parked. Might be registration inside. I don't know. I will say this, I talked to both of the sons of the guy that owns this farm. One says it's been here 20 years, one says 30. So I don't know. But looking at these trees, you know, it has been sitting here for a pretty good while. Maybe we'll figure out how long it's been sitting here. It's starting to rain right now on me, so we may not get nothing done today. But anyway, let me say this also. I spent probably 3.5, 4 hours last night editing the video for this one, just from yesterday's footage. And we've pretty much got a full video already. I try to go 45 minutes at least. And if I go over a minute 10, minute 15, well, we're gonna split it into two. Well, we're at like 51 minutes now, and all we've done is see that it wants to run. There's still a lot of work left to do. So what I'm trying to tell you, there's gonna be a part 2 of this. But right now, let's get these trees cut down and look at it all the way around. Hopefully there's a tag on the back. But the first thing I'm gonna do, see that right there? I'm fixing to soak myself in that stuff because, well, if you remember, I had the tick fever disease here a few weeks ago. I ain't sure I'm over it. I still ache quite a bit, but I do feel a lot better. But I've been finding ticks on me like crazy. They're bad this year. Found one on my neck, attached like a little blood-sucking vampire last weekend. Then I found one on my belly, attached, and I found them crawling all over me. Well, yesterday when I went to AutoZone, I had one crawling across my hand in the store. Yes, sir. So anyway, if y'all get bit by a tick and you go to feeling bad, we'll get to the doctor and get you some doxycycline. Anyway, let me get the chainsaw out. We'll cut these trees down. Excuse me. Somehow the camera got flipped around. I don't know. Coming to flood, people, coming to flood. I'm getting in the truck. Well, the rain is gone for a little bit. I think we might have a couple hours for the next little line of clouds coming through. I tell you what, the phone flipped on me whilst I was cutting this first bundle of trees. The rain hitting my screen, I think, is what's doing it. It's messing with the zoom and everything. Anyway, let me get that bunch back here cut, and then there's one bunch over yonder. I think that should be it. Just call me Mr. Lumberjack. Yes, sir. I do believe I hit my camera. That's awesome. Well, about the time I got all the trees cut, this here rain started. It's supposed to last another 15-20 minutes, and once this is gone, maybe we can get out there and walk around. I will tell you this, it does have a tag on it, and yes, you can read the year. Oh yeah. So to this is done, we'll get out there and look at it. Well, the rain has went away for a little bit, and as you can see, I got all the trees cut down. Yes, sir. And it still looks pretty doggone good, especially for as long as it's been sitting here. By the way, there is a plate on the back, and it does have a year, and you can read the year. So here in just a minute, we'll get back here, and I'll show you how long this thing's been sitting here. Anyway, it's got some rust. I mean, that's to be expected. The thing's been sitting here for years. It's got a little bit right here. It's got some in the door down yonder. really, that's about all I see. Maybe a little bit right here in this door. Yep, a little bit there. The bed, I don't really see none. The old body is pretty straight too, except for there's a crease right there. It's not bad. Come on back here to the back of the bed. I don't see any rust in it anywhere. Like I said, the old body, it's pretty straight. Now, this is what I've been wanting to know for a while. See that plate? It's got a year. Let me just show y'all. 1989. She's been sitting here 34 years. That's pretty good while to be sitting somewhere. And to be sitting here that long, I think it's in remarkably good shape. Yes, sir, I sure do. Tailgate, it's seen better days. Bob Bennett Dodge, Clarksville, Tennessee. Let's look at this other side real quick. I suspect it'll be about the same. Yes, sir. I don't see no rust down there. There ain't no dents on this side either. But this concerns me right here. It may be kind of difficult to get this thing out because you got this clump of trees here, and then over there on that wheel, I'll show you in a minute, the big clump of trees. It's gonna be hard to get that wheel off. It's gonna be hard to get this thing out of here. I think I'm gonna have to look out in there, but I think it may be best just to go out backwards with it. We'll just have to see when that time comes. I'm not looking forward to getting these wheels off, I'll tell you that right now. No, sir, look. Look at that one buried in the mud. Yes, sir. Anyway, it's got a little bit of rust on the bottom of this door. Right there. That fender looks pretty good. Yes, sir, it sure does. Let's look on the inside, see what we got in there. I noticed the seat yesterday. It's in pretty rough shape. These holes, what did that? Do boring bees, do they bore in seat cushions too? I don't know. That's kind of weird looking though. Door panel looks pretty doggone good. These step boards right here, a lot of times you'll see them rusted away because, you know, they'll get wet and then the sun can't get here to dry it out, so it just sits there and rots. But these are pretty solid. Got a little bit of rust there and a little bit right there, but it ain't bad. What does the floorboard look like? It's got some rust. There's a hole right there. What kind of mileage do we have? I talked to one of the sons yesterday and he told me whatever this mileage is, it's original. So let's see what we got. What does that say? 41,062. Yes, sir. Looks pretty good. Headliner, it's laying right there. Well, box, well, it's done fell out. Does have an AM radio, that's awesome. Gas tank's behind the seat. I don't know how you operate that seat. I'll figure out later, but we'll have to pull that tank out and clean it. Yes, sir, we sure will. But even the glass, you know, ain't none of it broke. It ain't turning white around the edges. Yeah, I take that back. It is at the bottom down there. But other than that, it's in pretty good shape. Also, oh, by the way, I did look up the VIN. It's a 1971 Dodge D100. Got a 318 with a 727 transmission and a 323 gear in the rear end. Now you know. Well, I believe we'll end this video up right here. We got us a pretty good start though. Got it unstuck. It ran for a few seconds. Got all the trees cut out of the way so we can see exactly what we're working with. Still got a whole lot more to do though. Hopefully we can get it done in part 2. So y'all be looking for that. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, hit that like, comment, subscribe. Share it with your friends. And until next time, go do something. Blurb, blurb.